for our country. They need stability and certainty provided by the government, and that's what I've been doing today, putting together a cabinet that reflects the wealth of talent and experience across the Conservative Party, a cabinet that will get on with the job of government. That's about delivering a successful Brexit negotiations, and those negotiations start in a week's time. But it's also about ensuring we're dealing with some of the social issues that we see in our country. So tackling issues around mental health, ensuring we have proper technical education for young people, tackling the housing crisis. This is what my cabinet, this is what my government will be getting on and doing.
And Prime Minister, just one question or two. The big news today obviously is the return of Michael Gove to your cabinet. Are you now in a situation where you're so weakened by that snap election that you have no choice but to put influential adversaries at your top table, proof, in the words of George Osborne, that you're a dead woman walking?
What I've done today is seen people from across the party accepting the invitation to be in my cabinet. And crucially, I've brought in talent from across the whole of the Conservative Party. I believe that's important. This is a government that is going to be governing for everyone. We want a country that works for everyone. Bringing that talent together to ensure that we can get on with the job of delivering a successful Brexit, but also deal with some of the challenges that people see in their everyday lives, like dealing with the housing need for more housing, like ensuring that we have a proper mental health legislation that is going to support people, and providing that technical education for young people. I'm pleased that people from across the party have agreed to serve in my cabinet, and we're going to be getting on with the job of government.
And just one more thing, if you don't mind, Prime Minister. It's obviously been a very difficult few days for you, both personally, I would imagine, and politically. How are you feeling? I imagine you're feeling rather shell-shocked.
What I'm feeling is that actually there is a job to be done, and I think what the public want is to ensure that the government is getting on with that job. I've appointed cabinet ministers today. I'll be meeting with my cabinet tomorrow. On Tuesday, I will be going to France for meetings with President Macron. These are important in getting on with our preparations for the Brexit negotiations, but also dealing with the challenges that people see in their everyday lives. This is a government that's getting on with the work we need to do to ensure that we are being a government that will govern for everyone, that we see opportunity across the country, that we see people able to make the most of their lives. This is a government getting on with the job.
Thank you. Just one more thing quickly. In terms of your intentions for number 10, some of your colleagues have been suggesting that you might be a caretaker Prime Minister. Just to be clear, for the record, do you intend to serve a full term?
I said during the election campaign that if re-elected I would intend to serve a full term. But what I'm doing now is actually getting on with the immediate job. And I think that's what's important. I think that's what the public would expect. They want to see government providing that certainty and stability at what is a critical time for the country. The Brexit negotiations start in just a week. We need to get those right and make a success of it. But there are other issues that we need to address in our country. We've been listening to voters, and that's what we will be doing.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.